Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel, our little escapades, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 11. I hope you've enjoyed watching our little Vlogmas videos. We had a nice weekend of Christmas activities. We went to Poplar and we went to Philpotts, both garden centres, both had their own little Christmas bits on. I've never been to the Poplar Grotto before and it was really nice, and the Santa was fantastic with Ethan. He didn't miss a beat. It was clear that Ethan had extra needs, and the man just didn't miss a beat and kept chatting, and that was a really good experience. We've been to a couple of Santas before that just don't know how to handle Ethan, and it can be quite I don't know what the word is really, quite not a bad experience, but they just don't know how to handle him, especially if he's going at full pelt and all excited. So this Santa Claus, he was really good, so well done Poplar for that. Philpotts we'd never been to before, and there was some meltdowns from Ethan, but it was a bit of a misunderstanding, and it turned out he wanted his face painted, which is something he'd never ever done before. So Philpotts, although there were some hard bits, it was fantastic. The children got to feed the reindeer, Ethan got his face painted, and it was a nice little lovely break. It wasn't something that was a massive Christmas grotto, it was just something they'd put on for the weekend, and I think it was nice for the children. Today I thought I'd tell you about the Santa Express, which is what Braintree Freeport have put in place for their Santa Grotto. I think it might be a new thing this year, and it sounded quite interesting, so we booked it, and we booked it for their opening weekend. There was a couple of teething problems. They hadn't had their camera sorted, so we could take our own pictures, which was a bit of a bonus. I know there's been some negative reviews, and I've kind of kept an eye on them, and there's things that I noticed about it, but I've been a designer for a long time, so there's things that I might notice that other people might not notice, so I try and be careful on my negative thoughts, because that might just be me. And also we've experienced Lapland UK, which is an out of this world experience, meeting Santa, so we've always got that as a comparing thing, which is a bit horrible really for us, because we've been to like somewhere fantastic, and then you've got little companies trying to do their best as well with Santas, so I have to kind of ignore that we'd been to Lapland UK. How I read the Braintree Express was that we were going to walk down Victorian streets, go on a little train. I'd no intention in my mind that it was a real train. I knew it was going to be a simulated train, and that we would meet Santa, but we would meet Santa in our family group. That didn't happen. We all met Santa in a small group with other families, but there wasn't, I got the impression that he'd come out and meet you, and then you'd go into a different room with Santa to be like, have your own personal experience. I've just checked the website and I've noticed that the wording has changed, so they must have had a lot of complaints about this. I can only think that perhaps the people that have hired the grotto to them was expecting a bigger space, and perhaps the space they got wasn't that big, so they couldn't include the room, because Santa did come through a door and I was expecting us to be taken group by group back into that door. And also you can hear the other families waiting to come in, because it was a thin wall. That again, is that because they didn't have the space that they was expecting? There wasn't no kind of barrier and like to prevent the noise, so I don't know. But we have never done like a shopping centre Santa's grotto before, so I've got nothing to gauge on, and I think the children didn't complain, and also our gifts from Santa were probably some of the best gifts that we've ever had. Not that we've ever had, but they weren't like tat. You can come to some Santa's grottos and go, oh my god, what's that? But our little lady, she got not a real My Little Pony, but a little unicorn pony for her age, and it had some accessories. And Ethan got an old-fashioned game, I can't remember what they're called, but you'd spin it, I can't remember, like a spinning top thing that you pull. So I was really impressed with the toys. For the fake windows of the train, they used computer screens, which we've seen before in Universal Orlando and Harry Potter. It's a computer screen, which I was expecting. But the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen, you could see the computer lines, but that might be the designer in me or the tech geek in me, that I could see those. And also when we was watching the video, they kind of popped it up to check how long it was going to be, so you know, you could see like the YouTube, it wasn't a YouTube video, but like the line of how far it's played. So that was a little bit disappointing for me. I think if they'd have just adjusted the window so that you couldn't see that part of the screen, or changed the screen settings, and somehow it would have made it more believable. Did my children notice that line? I don't know. Did anyone else notice that line? I don't know. But that was just something for me, something it would have made it a bit more magical. So there are only really negatives for it, but if you're looking at the price and you want a quick trip to Santa, I thought it was a very different experience. If you've only got a small budget to visit Santa, or you've just got a small amount of time, or you don't want to do anything big, or you've got young children and you want them to see Santa but you don't want to, you know, a massive day out, it might be the perfect Santa for you. So I don't want to knock it too much. I've noticed they're changing the wording on their website, so perhaps they've taken on board some of the people's comments, which is good. If they hadn't taken on board the comments, you'd worry. So I'm going to show you our video and you can see our little trip on the Braintree Express, and hopefully it will help you decide if it's something you want to do if you've not already been to see a Santa. Ticket. You're going to get your special ticket, look.
What's your name so I can give you your train ticket for the platform? Ellie.
Say thank you.
Take your train ticket.
Take train ticket.
Take it. Don't lose it. Thank you.
My name is Poppy Peppermint. I'm an undercover elf on a special mission to save Christmas. But here's the catch. I can only do it with all of your help. It seems there was a big snowstorm last week, and a few of Santa's special flying reindeers got lost. I need to bring them back so they can be safe and warm, and we can still deliver all of the presents to the children all around the world. So, if you see those reindeers, I want you to shout reindeer as loud as you can. I repeat, when you see the reindeer, shout reindeer as loud as you can. So, will you help me?
You're going to help her, Ellie.
Okay, great. Operation Save Christmas. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Darren, you've seen the Northern Lights now. You've seen the Northern Lights now.
Guys, we did it. We've got those reindeers back safe and warm, and we saved Christmas. I couldn't have done it without you. Welcome to the North Pole. Merry Christmas!
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas would not be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's sleep. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw out the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh, eight tiny with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Does anyone know Santa's reindeer's names? Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, and they meet with an obstacle melt to the sky. So up to the housetop the horses they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof a prancing boy of 8 little horse. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashen soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly, that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, giving a nod, up the chimney he rode. He sprang to his sleigh, and to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like down on the hill. I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
I hope you liked our video of the Braintree Express. I hope it gave you some insight to our trip there. Thank you very much for watching Vlogmas Day 11, and I hope to see you again soon.